Maryland. Coming on real quick, today is a very, very special day. It is my grandma, my Nana's birthday, and I'm trying to figure out, is she 84 or 85? Like, she didn't even remember. I'm like, what is it, Nana? So anyways, today is very, very special. I'm here in the office, doing some admin work, and I'm really happy to be online with you all just to share a couple of tips on how you can find home care, non-medical, for your loved one, like we did for my grandmother, Nana, who passed away October 1st, 2025, and I was one of her caregivers among the family, and that meant I worked very closely with my Nana, making sure that she had everything that she needed to be able to remain at home and to be independent, because she made it very clear, Kiva, I do not want to be at rehab. I want to be home. So when she did go to rehab, she was there for a short time so she can rebuild her strength to be able to walk, right? So I'm going to give you two tips how you can use these tools and tips to look for a home care agency in your state. We were actually licensed in Maryland, and we were licensed the same month she passed, which was October 24th, my 46th birthday. So that alone is amazing to turn our pain into purpose. So I'm going to give you two tips, then head out to the Nutrition Club to get my shake and tea, because this is a great day and I am in the business of maintaining health and wellness, because that is overall what our overarching agency is all about, right? Health and wellness. All right. So basically, tip number one that I want to share with you is to do your research, right? Figure out what kind of care, what kind of hours that you all need from your loved one. And so let me back up. There's two types of care. Home health care, which requires a doctor's order and has to be approved, okay? My grandma had Medicare and she had some challenges, so she was approved for that, right? But they only give a limited amount of hours for non-medical home care. We found that out. So that is when we looked into non-medical home care, and that is simply when your family makes a decision to, or the client, right, invest in that type of care. And non-medical means medication reminders, checking on your loved one, light laundry, light housekeeping, meal preparation, engaging in activities, taking them to appointments that's in locally. That's what that means. Even attending appointments too, because when I wasn't able to go to her appointments, the caregiver we hired at the time, we hired like 3 and fired 2. Called me on the phone so I could be present for my grandma's appointment. And those are types of things that we do to care for your loved one. It was really, really helpful for me, being a mom of 4, being really busy and working full time at the time. I just wasn't able to be everywhere. So the non-medical home care agency that we have launched, right, helps with those areas, because it is a lot being a caregiver on your own. Like, I didn't even know I was a caregiver. I was just helping my grandma out, helping my Nana take her on trips, getting her medication, taking her to the market, doing all those things. So tip number one is to just know what kind of care you need. Is it home health care, which requires a doctor's order, or is it home non-medical home care, right? Which you can decide at any moment that you want to invest in your loved one. And that can be paid with through your insurance sometimes long term, or that can be paid with private pay, which we are, okay, at the time. Or it could be VA. There's so many options, and your life insurance can also help pay for that too. But it depends on what kind of policy that you have. So when we know better, we do better. Like I've learned so much caring for my grandmother, so I want to share that with you. Tip number 2 is to research and make sure that the agency is licensed and understands how to use any medical equipment that your loved one may have. My grandmother had a oxygen tank. We got her a chairlift installed, and chairlift is fine. You can totally teach the agency how to do that. But for me, it was, do you know how to work an oxygen tank? Do you know how to use even the portable ones, because she had one to go on her side or whatever, carry her body? Or do you know how to work the BiPAP machine? And the BiPAP machine was used to help her be able to breathe. It could be a nebulizer. Like, just when you're speaking to the agency, non-medical home care, find out, what their background is. Do they have the ability, do they have the staff to know how to use that kind of equipment? Okay, so I'm gonna go over them again. So number one, know what kind of hours, what kind of care do you actually need? Is it home health care or is it non-medical home care? Because there is a difference. And then the other one is making sure that the agency is licensed in your state. We're licensed in Maryland, so we service PG, Anne Arundel, Howard, Montgomery, in the area. And the other tip was just to, wait, I forgot what it was. Oh, I know. Make sure that the agency is familiar and understands how to use the equipment. Now, if they don't know how to use the chairlift, no problem, you can show them. But if it's a BiPAP machine for breathing, just make sure they know how to use that. Nebulizer, oxygen tank, like, it's all important, okay? All right, that's it for now. I'll put the link down below how you might be able to get some free medical equipment in the state of Maryland. We did that for my grandmother. We were able to get her portable commode and a few other things. So sharing is caring. So I'll put that in the notes. And this is my grandma right here. Let's go, Nana. So honor her every single day. Now I'm about to go to get my nutritional shake and tea because I believe self-care is the key for any caregiver. Hello. All right. So until next time, I am out. I'll see you probably tomorrow. But don't forget to like and share and subscribe to this video because I believe there are other families in the state of Maryland who desire to have non-medical home care for their loved one. All right. That's it for now.